score sheet.
Thankful for that as we get our first glimpse of the Celta head coach, the Argentine, Eduardo Quizin. Few players returning to the Camp Nou for Celta today, as of course Nolito was amongst Barca's ranks, as was Denis Suarez, David Young player, and Murillo, who didn't make the squad today through injury. Long ball down the line, thrown down the line by Dembele, well defended, but the ball's gone out of play. Defended there by Dominguez, but it's gone out of play for a throw to Barca. Under pressure from Griezmann.
That was a long throw from Araujo, yeah, because we normally see him as a centre back. We didn't know that he had this in his locker. We probably won't see Barca using the long throw too often, but you know, it's another way.
Not known for that.
No,
not known
absolutely.
For the long throw. And I was surprised when I thought Dembele had taken that long throw. I didn't think he could do that. And you put me right, of course, it was Araujo. That made more sense.
Yeah. Dembele as the wing back forces Araujo to play. He's actually playing as a winger more than as a winger. Without the ball, he does drop deep and help in defence.
Well, Elisha almost gets through there on goal. The ball through from Pedri, doesn't have that experience, but that must be well.
No, it is difficult. First of all, he is young, so you know, when you're more experienced and you're dropped on the bench, normally you're not the happiest before games. Then, obviously, you don't have the same warm-up as the starting 11 in terms of intensity, in terms of focus and concentration. So I'm sure they told him 3 or 4 minutes before going into the changing room to talk to the coach, hey, you have to play out, Aido is injured. So then you have to change your mentality, your mindset completely, and it's not the easiest thing to do at all. So it takes you a few minutes, to get into the rhythm of the game and to get focused in what you have to do. But so far he hasn't been put under pressure.
Not yet, as Messi whips the ball out for Lenglet for Jordi Alba. Alba looking to put a cross in, comes back off Vasquez, I think it was, and back into Barca's possession though. Nice build up down the right hand side a minute ago with Piqué putting a through ball for Elisha down there. And here's Dembele. Dembele's left his man for dead. He slipped there. Dembele pulls it back to Messi on the edge of the area. Messi turns, twists, finds a shot, but it's deflected up into the air and cleared long down the field by Celta. But an opening there for the Argentinian to add to his tally this season, looking for his 30th goal of the season.
Good block from Dominguez there.
Was a good block. Speak of the devil, and there's Messi through to Griezmann, who's not on goal. Great stop by Villar with his feet and cleared by Celta. But Griezmann was in there, he didn't have the angle, tried to thread it through. I think he went for the nutmeg through Villar's legs, but Villar did well.
He wanted to go through the legs of Villar, but great combination starting from Jordi Alba, Messi receiving at the end of the box, seeing the run from Griezmann. Obviously, the angle wasn't the best, but he tried for the nutmeg, as you said. And it all started with Dembele down the right, 1v1 with Aaron Martin. Aaron Martin showed him outside. Once again, Dembele gets past him with ease.
Passed him again here. Martin's got no chance against Dembele's pace, it seems like. And that's going to be a torrid afternoon for him if they keep feeding Dembele down this right-hand side. Martin just not able to keep up with him. And he slipped in the first instance, and maybe Griezmann was offside there.
It would have been offside there, yeah.
He slipped in the first instance, Martin, but this time he didn't, and he's still nowhere near his man. So you get the feeling that Dembele could have a field day down this right-hand side, unless Celta change something.
The thing with Dembele, you don't know how to defend against him. As we see, there's a chance here. Dembele a bit of space, but obviously you can't do that against him. So at the second occasion he had to go with him, he was really, really close trying to press him, but then he's so quick, turning. Then he left Aaron Martin flat-footed and he couldn't really react when Dembele was already gone. So obviously difficult to defend against a player like Ousmane Dembele, but he's had a difficult start of the game, Aaron Martin, so far.
Well, I think you either have to have electric pace to live with him, or you have to have a lot of experience as a defender to know how to play him, I guess. And, Martin, only 24 years of old, 24 years of age, maybe doesn't have that experience.
Well, he's under 21 international with Spain, he's on loan from Mainz. You know, when he started at Espanyol, he was highly rated as one of the next big fullbacks of Spanish football. The experience in la Bundesliga hasn't really helped him, but he's at Celta now. He's got 3 assists in the last 3 games, so going forward he's done really well. But obviously he hasn't had to play against a player like Dembele so far.
Foul in midfield, on the halfway line there on Busquets by Santi Mina. It's going to be a free kick to Barca. And Araujo will roll it back to Ter Stegen. And Celta will be relieved they survived this first 13 minutes because Barca have looked dangerous. Still 0-0 here at the Camp Nou as Jordi Alba tries a cute nutmeg on Brais Mendez, and it works, but well covered across there. And Alba, in fact, has fouled Mendez. Sorry, he's fouled
Vázquez, Kevin Vázquez. Yeah.
The right back coming in, and Celta will have possession down the right-hand side. A good sliding tackle from Lenglet, and another throw in to Celta, who will try to enjoy a bit of possession here. They've hardly had a kick in this first 15 minutes, 13, 14 minutes.
An important goal from a Barcelona player, Aleñá, with Getafe. Getafe fighting for survival, Barney.
Getafe taking the lead. With Aleñá on loan from Barca, as you say over there. Here's Dembele then. And defence, and the big wide open gaps opening up for him. Dembele shoots, but it's a tame effort. And into the arms of Villar. And he claims it at the second attempt, the Celta goalkeeper. But Dembele enjoying so much space down this right-hand side.
And Paul Martin was, he was playing slightly wider because Messi was waiting on the right-hand side, so he thought, well, it's a good idea to mark Leo Messi. But then he had a corridor to run into, Dembele at full pace. Another good chance for Barca.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Martin's teammates are going to be too impressed with him so far, even though, as you say, Andrea, I'm sure he'll say he was marking Messi there, but basically the gate's open there for Dembele to run straight through. You would have imagined one of the centre-halves, Dominguez, come across, but they were a bit slow to do that, and Dembele got his shot away, but in the end, a bit of a tame effort. Here are Celta now trying to build from the back with Fran Beltran, the holding midfielder, diminutive figure, and Barca won this back. Nice dummy from Elias. To Araujo, he finds Messi in on goal here.
Oh, what a ball from Busquets.
Lovely ball from Busquets. Messi took it on his chest. Couldn't quite get it under control before Villar rushed from his line and claimed it off him. Good goalkeeping this.
Yeah, he can play with 5 mas, Busquets, so his vision is is not affected at all.
Lovely little chip over, dink over the top for Messi.
And it all started with Messi's pressure, forced the error from Aaron Martin, and then Elias as well was there. Alert, Araujo gets the ball back, gives it to Busquets, and the first touch pass from Busquets was just top class. Well done, Pedri.
Well worked there by Celta, but Pedri robs the ball in midfield. Here's Messi now, some 25 yards from goal. Makes shoot with his left. He does! And it's one of those typical Messi efforts that you think is bound for the top corner, but it's a foot over the top this time. It's a close one, and it's a good effort. Celta complaining that there'd been an earlier foul in that move on Aspas by Pedri, but the referee saw nothing in that.
I think that actually Pedri knew and read what Aspas was going to do. When Aspas, saw Pedri getting his way, it was too late,
Yeah, he got there first, indeed. Oh, lovely ball. Not sure if he's onside, is it?
It looked offside to me, but...
Down the right-hand side, the run by Santi Mina. He's not been given offside, but Barca have got back into position. And a deep ball into the box here. And it is Martin who's come up, and Dembele covering him. The left back getting up into the box for the header there, and almost a long ball through on, headed back towards Villar, and Griezmann almost through on it, but Villar clears for a throw to Barca near the halfway line.
He's done well, Dembele. Aaron Martin running, obviously trying to create problems to the Frenchman, knowing that defensively it's not his job. I mean, he's an occasional wing-back, Ousmane Dembele, but he's a winger, but he did well. He tracked back and cleared the ball out. So far, a very positive performance from Ousmane Dembele.
Yep, he's looking threatening, and he's also done a good bit of defensive work there, the Frenchman. Koeman will be happy with that contribution. Here's Araujo under pressure. He looks like he's been fouled there. just inside the Barca half by Santimina. It's going to be a free kick to Barca. Taken by Messi, short to Elish, and eventually Barca work it back to Piqué and try to build again from the back here, but Celta pushed really high here. They've squeezed it up in midfield, which is why Barca are trying a couple of balls over the top. It remains to be seen whether that's going to work or not. Instead they try and work it through this time with Messi. Messi's got Dembele on the outside. Dembele knocks it inside to Griezmann. Back to Messi, orchestrating things in the middle of the park, as you would expect. Lenglet out wide for Jordi Alba. Inside for Busquets. He's under pressure, Busquets, but he finds Messi. Messi 1-2 with Dembele. Messi's in here. Oh, it's a nice effort on the volley. Absolutely no angle there at all to really pull off the shot. Had to go anyway, and it fizzed over the top. It's a lovely 1-2 though.
Yeah, fantastic 1-2 with Griezmann here. Yeah, he was onside.
Onside. And he gets the volley away. Well,
and he hit it perfectly as well.
You wouldn't put it past him, would you? I said he didn't have an angle, but actually, if he keeps that down, it's going to be difficult to stop. Just over the time. Celta try and bring it clear again. Again, it's with Denis Suarez. Knocks it back to Nestor Araujo, the other Araujo on the pitch. Came in, brought in for this game. Supposed to take the place of Carlos Dominguez, as we mentioned. In the end, he's taken the place of Ayedu, who's injured in the warm-up, which means that Celta have a back, two centre-halves, Nestor Araujo and Carlos Dominguez. Not what the plan was for this game. And Lenglet has fouled his man. It's going to be a free kick.
Foul well spent, Barney, because there is something that Barca didn't do in the second half against Levante, and every time Levante got the ball back, they were able to counter-attack on Barcelona, and Barca players weren't stopping them. So I think that it's an intelligent foul from Lenglet, stopping, danger from the beginning, let's say. And a little nutmeg here from Messi.
Lovely work from Messi there, and he picks up the return ball from Busquets and whips it across the halfway line towards Jordi Alba. Griezmann back for Lenglet, and Barca keep the ball by going backwards this time. As we just see the tables as they stand, it's tense. 2 games to play. Valladolid on 31 points, Huesca on 34, Elche on 30.
If Huesca stay up, it would be remarkable, because the job done by Pacheta since he took over it's been sensational, Barney.
2 games left to find out their fate in this La Liga season. Barca praying that they might somehow end up still with the title. Looks so unlikely now. People talk about the Levante game, which really did look like 2 points thrown away, but really the Granada game here is what did it for me.
Yeah, for me this was the game, Barney.
Yeah, it was really a shocking outcome to that game, considering how in control Barca were at half-time. And what little threat Granada posed, really.
Exactly, yeah. But unfortunately for Barca, to kill games, they need to score not only 2 goals, they need to score more.
Yeah.
Because they are conceding at the back. Nothing so far in the game against Celta, but obviously they can't relax.
Yeah, really the problem, I mean, obviously they're the league's highest scorers by a long way, Barca.
And they play the best football, by a mile.
Absolutely, no question. We've been watching them all season, Andrea.
Yeah.
Enjoying it, and the only problem is now and again you just go, they've just conceded another ridiculous goal. And it just doesn't make sense to someone who watches football as much as we do. Qualities of this team, and he has to sharpen it up for next season.
Yeah.
No question. Here's Jordi Alba. Nice little ball into Griezmann. He lays it off, back for Alba. Steps over it and knocks it backwards towards Lenglet. 25 minutes gone here at the Camp Nou. It's Barca 0, Celta 0. Celta hardly crossed the halfway line, to be honest. They've had one attack that I can remember, but it didn't end in an opportunity. Barca themselves have had a few half chances, but No score yet, and that's Griezmann claiming a handball and a penalty on the edge of the area. The referee waves it away. I'm sure VAR will be having a look at it, but in the meantime, here comes Celta down the other end, and there's the ball through towards Santimina from Nolito, and down he goes, and he's on the edge of the area, Mina, and the referee has seen nothing wrong with it. Barca will bring the ball away.
Pique for me was wrong-sided there. Actually lucky that...
Well, players seem to have switched off a bit here, and Barca will come forward with the ball because Mina didn't get up. I think Celta wanting Barca to put the ball out of play. They're not doing. Here's Busquets. Little run from Messi, but Busquets has given the ball away there. And Celta will try and keep possession themselves as Nolito rolls it back to Dominguez. He goes to Vaya, and Barca pressing high here. It's good work. Somehow Nestor Araujo has worked it out to the right-hand side to Kevin Vasquez, but they've given the ball away here. Well won back by Barca. Here's Elish from 25-30 yards from goal. He finds Dembele. Dembele one-on-one with Martin. Will he take him on?
Help from Nolito Martin. Celta know they need to double up against Dembele, otherwise it's going to be Martin to stop him today.
Well, those first few minutes for Martin were like a nightmare, it felt like. Since then, Dembele's been quiet, but you feel at any moment he can take off. Messi scores! Out of nothing! Nothing! Leo Messi gets his 30th league goal of the season. And it's a ball in from Busquets, and as it always is, just right onto the head of Messi. Messi gets stolen away at the back post. No one anywhere near him, and it just looked like a training ground exercise.
Yeah, it did. It was coming. It was coming, Barney. Barca dominating possession, probably over 70% of the ball, playing in the opposite half. Busquets trying to play those balls into Messi. I remember a one-touch pass here. He looks up. Messi at the back of Carlos Dominguez, the youngster. He'll learn. You can't give Messi a yard in the box. The run is perfect, the pass is even better, and the header is sensational. 1-0 Barca.
Beautiful finish. Not known for his heading, although unless you call, of course, you think of the Champions League final. That goal he scored against Manchester United, which was some header.
I'll tell you what, he's really good. Finish. He's really good at heading, Leo Messi. Obviously, he's not the tallest, Barney, so you won't see him.
It's just you don't see it very often, do you?
No, exactly, yeah. But the technique is there.
Yeah, and I mean, that was perfect technique. The goalkeeper left with no chance whatsoever as Messi nods it into the far corner. 28 minutes gone here at the Camp Nou. Barca ahead. Barca 1, Celta 0. And you have to say, with all the complacency this season that we've seen, you just can't imagine that happening this afternoon. Because apart from anything else, this Celta side look shorn of ideas. They don't look... I mean, they look like a threadbare squad, to be honest with you. And they're playing a lot of games in a short amount of time.
Dembele's on.
And here's Dembele down the right-hand side. And Martinez has just left him there for a second. And Dembele will come in to take him on here. Dembele lifts it to the edge of the area. I think he was looking for Messi, but it was over his head. And he reaches Lenglet. Lenglet for Alba. Little 1-2 with Messi. And now they're playing the triangles, Barca. And they're leaving Celta standing. And they're urging now after that opening goal, and here's Dembele now on the right-hand side, again up against Martin, and Martin can have nightmares tonight, I think, about Dembele, the pace of the man. This time we go back to Araujo, Pique, Lenglet working it across, Barca. Here's Messi looking for Jordi Alba on the run. Jordi Alba will put the ball into the middle, and no, again, it's one of those balls into the middle that you feel if Barca had a natural number 9, he might be putting that in the back of the net, but it was Elish
running, yeah. Elish was running the box. Griezmann was waiting for the cutback.
Well, there's the appeal for a penalty. Well, you can't really see that he could do much about that. But at the same time, it hits his arm.
It hits his arm, but to be honest, his body is. I mean, he does everything to actually avoid the contact, Bryce Mendes. So
yeah. And the question, I mean, they used to talk about whether the player was actually.
They need to clarify the handball rule. It's so difficult to understand.
It is. And, I mean, they've talked about so many different things with handball. One of them used to be whether there was motion towards the ball. In that case, there was.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything to do about it. It was just his body moving forwards. Here's Dembele. Finds Elish. Elias will look to put this in, I think. Yeah, he crosses it to the back post. Griezmann will jump ahead. Good header from the Frenchman. Jumps his man, but can't get the purchase on it, and it flies wide of the Celta goal. Half an hour gone here at the Camp Nou. Barca 1, Celta 0. And you feel it's going to be a long afternoon here. There's Frankie de Jong in the stands. Suspended for this game, of course, after finally picking up that 5th yellow card, which was a ridiculous yellow card, by the way, Andrea. I mean, it was never a yellow card, in my opinion.
Well, it got late there, but to the challenge. The thing is,
very soft yellow.
Yeah, the thing is, it was probably his first foul of the game, so there was.
I mean, yeah, it couldn't be for accumulation, and the actual foul itself did not look like a yellow card. Barca break into the box here. Oh, it is!
Oh, what a ball that was
Lovely ball from Pedri into Messi, and Messi couldn't quite control it. If he had, he would have taken one touch and put it into the net, because he was some 8 yards out. No one anywhere near him, but Messi's touch took it away from him. But Celta under massive pressure here. Another exactly the same as the goal.
The same one.
Just dinks it into Messi, but this time it's slightly over the Argentine's head and out of play for a goal kick. But Barca looking like they're starting to enjoy themselves here.
Yeah, and Messi is so special, not only because of everything he does, but also because he's probably the most intelligent player out there, because now he's spotted where the danger is in between Carlos Dominguez and Aaron Martin, and he's always there. And as soon as Busquets receives the ball, he makes the move knowing that this man will find him. So they were so close from repeating the same action on the first goal.
To my mind, this Celta defence doesn't really look capable of keeping Barca out this afternoon. I mean, obviously we've seen one goal already, but
they miss Murillo, who's been excellent at the back, and Renato Tapia. Renato Tapia has been one of the signings in La Liga, I would say. The holding midfielder from Celta Vigo. Fran Beltrán is playing there, but he's more like an attacking midfielder. So they don't have defensive players, really.
Yeah.
Aaron Martin is an attacking fullback as well.
Yeah.
And then probably Kevin Vázquez, Carlos Dominguez, the youngster, and Araujo are the only, defensive-minded players they've got.
Well, and of course, losing Joseph Aidoo at the last minute was a big blow for them. But they do look a bit sixes. At times they look at 6s and 7s at the back, Celta, as Messi dinks away and crosses the ball in. That's a good header away this time by Nestor Araujo. And then there's going to be a foul by Busquets just outside the Celta penalty area. It's going to be a free kick to Celta as we get a closer look at that mask. Again, I don't know if we can call it a mask.
Yeah, I don't know how to call it, really.
Headgear. I'm just going to call it headgear.
We could hear Iago Aspas joking with Busquets in the dugout before kickoff, saying, well, you don't look that bad with it.
It's a good look. I've never seen one of those before, I have to say. In that particular style, just protecting his temples, it looks like. And the forehead, of course.
This is where he got hit by Savic against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, it took a really nasty blow to the temple. And that's what they're trying to protect as Celta make their way forward for one of the first times we've seen in the game. And a good bit of defending there from Jordi Alba. Finds Messi on the halfway line. Messi's away here. Is he fouled in the centre circle? He's not, the referee says. The ball won fairly, and it goes back to the Celta defence and Beltrán. And this time it's with Suarez, who will look for support, but Celta really barely getting out of their own half in this first half here at the Camp Nou. That was one of the few forays they've made into Barca territory, and even then couldn't create a chance themselves as the ball comes off Dembele up into the air for a throw in to Celta.
I think pushing on Busquets, of course, as he's been doing constantly in recent weeks. And I have to say that Griezmann and Messi as well are helping in that first pressure. So it becomes very difficult for Celta to find, the right lines of pass and to find the attacking players.
Another thing I would say, Andrea, having watched so many teams come to the Camp Nou with 5 at the back, it tends to suggest that is, clearly the best way to go against Barca, because they're finding spaces today, Barca, that they don't usually find that easily, I don't think.
Yeah, I know, but this is not Celta with El Chacho Coudet. This is how they play. It's 4-1-3-2, regardless of the opposition, and they'll keep playing the same. And we did say at the beginning of the game that Barca were going to find more spaces today, and you can see when they press from Celta, the defensive line is quite high. So I think that if Barca make more runs in behind, they will find more spaces and have more chances.
Oh, Real Sociedad are running right at that.
Yeah, Valladolid are looking
like they're down.
Yeah.
Here's Messi. 4-0 it is to Real Sociedad. In the first half, after 35 minutes, they're 4-0 down via Valladolid. And of course, that could be the final nail in their coffin.
Valladolid, they've drawn like 16 games, probably the most in the competition. And one of the games they drew was against Sevilla, and the scorer from Sevilla in the last second was Bono, the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's right.
So that's
season goal, wasn't it, as well? It was a strange goal.
Very strange goal. When twice Valladolid players had the chance to clear the ball out, they didn't do it. And so that's the story of the season for them, and it looks like they're going down.
Dembele taking now, he's got 3 men on him, Dembele, and that has done the job.
Even Santimina had to.
Three seems to be enough.
Yeah.
And you can tell that Aaron Martin there is basically begging his teammates to help, because he knows that Dembele's got the beating of him. Well, this time he had 2 players helping him, so 3 men on Dembele, and it worked. They forced Dembele out of play. The throw in and possession, and here they come now with Nolito finding Aspas, and Aspas, there's the ball in to the edge of the area. There's going to be a shot away here, and somehow, I mean, this is unbelievable, Andrea.
How is it?
That is unbelievable that Santimina has received the ball on the edge of the area. He's shot low to Ter Stegen's right-hand side. Ter Stegen hasn't moved. He looks like he's wrong-footed, the big German. Maybe didn't see it coming. And Celta are level. And I don't know why I opened my mouth earlier about Celta not being in this game, Andrea, because this is what Barca do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why we said that in order to kill games, Barca have to 3 goals. Because you can see Piqué is not close enough.
No, Piqué's got to block that shot.
No, he's not close to Santimina. Then Ter Stegen is behind Piqué, and he doesn't even make the move. He's wrong-footed, as you said. Too easy.
Oh, that is easy, isn't it? I mean, he's almost passed the ball into the goal from 25. Ter Stegen doesn't even, I mean, he just doesn't see it coming at all. But why Piqué is defending, well, blocking in that way, well, I don't know. He's not made himself very big there.
No, previously when there was the first time Celta really got into the final third, there was a pass from Nolito to Santimina, and I said that, Piqué was wrong-sided and he was lucky to get a deflection, and obviously nothing happened, nothing came out of it. But now, he was 3 yards away from Santimina. He controls the ball edge of the box, the easiest of finishes, because so they hadn't done anything, Celta. Barca's had 10 shots already.
Nothing at all.
Well, 7.
And the thing is, I was going to say, if anybody has even looked to be at the level of this game, for me, it's been Santimina. But he hasn't threatened at all. And as you said earlier, Andrea, he was actually defending a minute ago. He was defending down here against Dembele. He has looked the livelier player for Celta, but I don't think he himself would even have expected to be on the score sheet after minutes, because Celta have had that one shot, and they are now level here at the Camp Nou. It's Barca 1, Celta 1, and I guess Ronald Koeman is sitting there shaking his head thinking, what have I done to deserve this? This team just concedes goals out of nothing, it seems.
At the time they switch off, they get punished.
Every time, isn't it? It's what it feels. In fact, that is what Koeman says in the press conference. He says, it seems we get punished for every little thing. As Pedri does a nice bit of work here, links up with Griezmann. Knocks it back to Elish. Elish has Ronald Araujo on his right. He has Dembele outside him. Here is Dembele. Barca will want Dembele to get down that right-hand side a bit more. He's been threatening all half.
Possession by total control.
The problem is, once you get a reputation for having like a soft underbelly, as Barca have, then teams will always fancy they're going to score against you. And that's exactly what's happened here. And here's Pedri. His best, the young Canarian. to get Barca back in charge here as Lenglet lays it back to Jordi Alba, but the ball inside is cut out and Celta will regain possession here. But that's, well, the ball thought had gone out of play, but no, Messi now on a little dribble. Little 1-2 with Pedri, but the return ball well shepherded back. But can only knock the ball out of play. It's going to be a throw to Celta in the right back position as Bryce Mendez just getting away there until Griezmann saw him out of play. And it's going to be a throw in with Kevin Vázquez for Celta. He throws it in to Suarez. Suarez down the line. One in the air by Piqué, but Barca have to be careful here.
That was dangerous once again.
That was dangerous.
The first challenge not won by Pedri, then Araujo comes off his line. Had Thiago Aspas touched the ball, Nolito was through on goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That was scary for Barca again. Little defensive lapses, little lapses in concentration at the back. They cost them dear, as we've just said. As Pedri sweeps the ball out to Dembele, and Martin commits himself. And unfortunately for Dembele, his control after beating Martin got away from him. Good cover there by Nolito. And Celta will bring this one away. It's well worked by the Galicians. And this time it's it's Beltran in midfield, and he whips it out wide here to Suarez. And Suarez tries to go down the middle. Well blocked off by Elias, and then there's going to be a foul on Dembele. Seemed unnecessary. Yeah. But I think that kind of shows you just how much Aaron Martin is afraid of Dembele.
Getting booked though.
Well, that has to be a booking.
Yeah.
Has he not booked him?
No.
Oh, for goodness sake. Ridiculous decision by the referee not to book. That's a rugby tackle by Martin. And it should go in the book there, but no booking, and Barca have possession with Dembele with the throw. Throws it into Busquets. Busquets looking for support, surrounded by light blue shirts. Goes back to Piqué. Piqué whips it across to Jordi Alba. Just a minute left of this first half of regular time. Pedri linking up with Griezmann. In the end, Pedri's been tackled, and Celta will bring the ball away with Aspas. And here's Suarez, I think it is. No, it's not. It was Denis Suarez, yeah. Breaking away, but in the end it ends up at the feet of Fran Beltran, and he will find Nolito, and Celta will calm it down and try and see this out to half-time. They're level here at the Camp Nou, one apiece. After Barca took the lead through Leo Messi on 27 minutes and looked in cruise control as they have so often this season, and also as they have so often this season, an easy, simple by Celta, barely had to do anything. Shot from the edge of the area has made them level on 37 minutes from Santi Mina, and it's, as we half time here, looks like the half is going to end all level as both teams have slowed down here, and Celta just knocking the ball around at the back with Araujo. He knocks it forward.
Focuses on one of the finest leagues in world football, La Liga. It's Barcelona facing Celta Vigo.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Looking forward to a bright, lively start in this one. Quick tempo. Who can be the dominant force in the first 20 minutes? They could get the upper hand in this one.
Bryce Mendez. How about the cross? Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-André ter Stegen starts in goal. Clément Lenglet plays alongside Piqué in the middle.
Play, it didn't panic, did it? Decent strike, good technique, bread and butter strike really, but it's in the back of the net.